Hello? Ah! Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Turn on the background music for myself so I can hear. So I was thinking what to do today because I was like, I don't want to play Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not in the mood. I have so many things I gotta do that I want to do and I want to catch up on, but at the same time I'm not at a spot, I think, for either the fic chapter I need to work on or some other writing projects that I have. I don't think I'm at the point where I can publicly show some stuff because it's still early, but I still wanted to stream. If you were around for my early days of streaming, like maybe, has it been a while? Like, has it been like 3 years now? I used to play this game called Cozy Time where I think I did it recently too. I think I did one Cozy Time stream recently, like I think maybe in November or October, or maybe before that, September. One of the, maybe I did one last year. But it's a game where you can have a timer and then what's it? And then you can have breaks or hang out. So I normally do 45-15, I think. The Pomodoro though usually is 25 working sprint and then 5-minute break, and I think I might do it this time, but I feel like 45 is a bit long for what I'm trying to do during these sprints. I think 25 is actually a nice decent spot, so I think I'll do it the more traditional way, though I might extend breaks to maybe like 7 minutes or 10 minutes because 5 minutes is too short. I think 5 minutes is way too short, so I think we'll do that. Maybe next time we can do it via Animal Crossing. I think that's fun. But for now, I think I'll use Cozy Time again. It's been a while since I used Cozy Time. Let's see. Goodness. I'm also very tired this week. I don't know why. Wait, how was everyone's week? Welcome in Solace's DCAC, welcome in Voyage Warder. How was your week? Actually, is the mic picking up a lot of extra noise in the background? No, it's not. Okay. It's just the sound of my water bottle earlier. Oh goodness. Same, back still hurts even though I didn't work. My back hurts. I think we talked about this in the Discord, but I haven't replaced my mattress in too long, and so my back hurts every morning now, and I think it's telling me to basically get replaced, but it's too much work. I don't want to spend the money. Just said Unreal Engine stuff and hard yard work. I feel like working at the computer makes my muscles. I did some work on my car though. Oh, that's nice. Working at the computer is actually more like irritating to my body than working outside. Like working outside is obviously tough, but like having to sit still for so long, and then my right shoulder, it gets more achy because I use it more with the mouse and everything. And so, and I probably have terrible form or something going on when I work. I remember I called the ergonomic team being like, hey, can I get a new chair? And they're like, well, let's see how you do your setup. And then I sent them a picture and they're like, this is totally wrong. You can't do it like this. You need to fix it right now. So I listened to a whole lecture about how my desk setup at work was wrong and how to fix it. And so, yeah, but whatever. It's what happens. Yeah, oh yeah. It's like you just want to get a new chair, but then instead you just get a whole lecture about how it's set up wrong, the keyboard was too far back, and the screens are too far, and the chair wasn't set up right, and I'm so short I need a footrest, and what else was there? And then they didn't like that I put my laptop there. They wanted me to just have 2 monitors, but I was very insistent because my laptop is actually very huge, the screen, so it kind of is big enough to be a 3rd monitor in a way. And so they're like, okay, fine. And so they got me a laptop raiser though, so it could be at the same level as the 2 monitors. But that was so funny listening to the whole spiel about how it's set up correctly. And then even then, I still end up pushing the keyboard back because I want the space to like put my coffee and stuff there. Anyway, but yeah, that's what happens. It's what happens when you work a corporate job and then you try to get some perks. I sleep with a really heavy weighted blanket, and I think that gives me like a passive strength buff. Like I'm never sore and continuously strong. You know, maybe I should get one of those, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know if I would like it. Cause I used to. It wasn't a weighted blanket, but it was like those really like padded like duvets, I guess is the way to put it. It's a duvet with the cushion inside, and it's really heavy if it's like filled up, right? I hated those though, but I think it was more because it would get bumpy at certain places when it wouldn't like be like flat now. I hate regular blades. Now it feels like nothing is there. Oh wow. Oh wow. Thank God my job is not an office job. Office jobs have their perks, but at the same time, yeah. I mean, technically you're supposed to have like 15-minute breaks in between, but like then you have but technically you're supposed to log those breaks if you do take those breaks, and then you end up having to be at the office for longer because of that, because they don't pay you for your lunch and your office breaks. Right? So you have a 30-minute lunch break and 2 15-minute like breaks, right? And so you don't get paid for that hour you're not working. And so oftentimes most of us just do like straight 8 hours, no stopping. Maybe like going down to grab lunch for like 10 minutes and come back. And then we just do like a straight 8-hour like thing and then go home. Because nobody wants to stay an extra hour. Right? Like the whole 9 to 5 thing, it became 8 to 5 because that stupid lunch hour thing. You don't get paid for. So yeah, whatever. The blanket is like 25 pounds. 25 pounds? Okay, I don't want to say what percentage of my body weight that is, but that's a significant percentage of my body weight. I won't say it exactly, because then you'll know what my body weight is, but... Okay, getting a second one! 50 pounds! Oh my goodness. No, that would crush me. That would crush my itty bitty bones. Alright. Okay, we can get moving. The emoji. It's cracking me up. Alright, so we'll do 25. 10 is too long. Is 7? I know 7 is an odd number, but it's also a lucky number. How about it, guys? You know what? Let's see. To-do list. This is like way back. Okay, let's do... character bio finish. Start chapter 6. Plotting. Project tower. Actually, yeah, that is plotting. Because we already kind of brainstormed already. Alright. We're gonna... Oh, wow. I made myself angry. This is how I need to use a numpad for the number so I don't accidentally set off my toggles. Alright. I'll see y'all in 25 minutes. Oh my gosh, Cassia! Wait, I was just about to start working. Welcome in, Snail. Welcome in, Cassia. Oh my gosh. We still need a good raid messages. We're all flying. Oh my goodness. Welcome in. Hello. Hello. It must be so late for y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. You know, it's late for y'all, right? I think it's like past midnight at this point. But I feel incredibly sleepy like it's past midnight for me. It's not even 7. It's very late. It's 1 AM nearly. Yeah, yeah. You know, I didn't set up the music for this. Maybe I should do that. Almost 1 AM. Yeah, it is. Yeah, hit the hay. Good. Go to sleep. Wait, I can't import music. All right. Thank you, Cassie, for the raid. And yes, please go to sleep. All right. So now that everyone's here who are willing to stay awake, I will get started. I feel like the music will get you sleepy though. I'm gonna turn off the yeah, y'all don't hear the music anymore, right? Okay, and then I'll play this music. Let's see, actually, does this capture the audio? Yes, it does. Okay. I'll start. Yeah, you can hear my keyboard, right? Thank you for the hydrate. Alright. Oh, new emotes! That's not the right word. So many L names. Oh, I'm skipping this. Oh, yeah. It was chill, right? I hope you're able to hear my keyboard. I think it was set up so you could hear it. So, yeah. Goodness. I did not finish it, but I feel like I went as far as my brain can go. I think. For that first task. So I think I'll check it off. What else? Actually, I need to name this character. I think I'll do that next, actually. I can't move it, can I? Alright. How's everyone? What are y'all working on? Are you working on falling asleep? Or are you working on something else? Let me know. Goodness. I still think 7 minutes is the right way to go. Oh! Interesting. Currently gaming and listening to your stream. Oh, nice. It was kind of mesmerizing to listen to someone else clicking the keyboard as well. Yay! Oh my gosh, shut up. wait. Okay. I don't know where we were at. I think we were at, like, Kiss the Sky or something like that. But, oh my goodness. I'm still glad I made 5 minutes into 7 minutes, because 5 is way too short. Oh goodness. Let's see. Oh, that's so cute. It's a little kitty cat. I don't remember if these are the settings that I wanted. Oh, we can buy. I have more stuff I could buy. Do I want this bed though? I think I kind of want this shelf. Girl, you're playing ZZZ when you should be ZZZing? Come on, Zan. No, actually, I saw the new trailer for the upcoming patch, and I'm gonna say it actually looks fun. I quit playing ZZ, but that actually looked fun. Not gonna lie. I'll see how it actually turns out, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to it. It's like, it's interesting. She putting out those phrases. I saw too, like, the special program thing. Haramasa is waiting for you. I've been seeing like the caption for the special program is actually a Haramasa quote, so I'm like very curious. Let me pull it up actually, because I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh my gosh, I don't want to go into premium. Get out of here. Okay. Oh my god, it's today's Jonathan Bailey's birthday too, isn't it? It's his birthday. Well, on my time zone, it's his birthday tomorrow. But since he's in Europe, he's not in England. I think he's in Italy. I'm not stalking him. I promise. I just saw it. I saw it on my timeline that he's in Italy, so it would already be his birthday. My goodness. Anyway, what was I thinking? There was like the whole thing. Where is it? Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll tell you, it's this thing. I saw the girl who looks like an Elysia XP, and I would have signed me up. Yeah. I said, well, it's a promise that if I really do become an ethereal someday, you'll be the one to kill me, and then bury them here as proof that I once lived. That is a quote from Haramasa, isn't it? Like, why is it being used as the caption for the 2.8 teaser? Can someone explain that to me? Like, that's a Haramasa quote. Like, what is happening? Is like Haramasa gonna become an ethereal, or is somebody becoming ethereal? What's happening? I don't know. I don't know. But also, no, I haven't played same, my friend, same. Also, birthday in the UK, Europe. Oh my god, I don't have anything. I don't prepare things for celebrity birthdays, so I'm not that crazy. I'm not that crazy. But I'm waiting for the fan content to show up on my timeline. I'm waiting. I need to see some edits, guys. I need the people to make edits. And then, what else? Simone Ashley. She has been killing it this last few weeks. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm so excited for this movie, guys. I'm also really nervous because there's so much hype around it right now, because every single review has been glowing, or even the reviews that were like not as good about the movie, like they say such good things about Simone though, like all her fits and her character and everything. She's so etherealistic. I know. I will say though, her press looks today were not as good as they could be. Oh my gosh, I was like seeing them and I'm like, no, this is not it, girl. I mean, it's not her, it's her stylist that decides the fits. But, well, I'm sure they both decide together, but like it's mostly the stylist, obviously. But today has been a bit of a flop in my opinion, except for her look for the BBC show. Great, it was amazing. All right, time for me to get back to work and stop blabbing. Ugh. I didn't die. bup, 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 bup. Alrighty. Break time. Let me do this real quick though. Bup, 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 bup. Anyone still awake? Oh, oh goodness. A bit. Anyway, what was I thinking? Right. What was I talking about? I was talking about the Devil Wears Prada 2 press tour. So yeah, I mean, I've been sharing some of the fits I saw on the Discord. I know Vertem likes to discuss fashion with me. We don't always have the same opinions, but sometimes we do. Oftentimes we do. Today's fits were not good for Simone Ashley, in my opinion. The one that she did for, I think it was like one of the BBC radio shows. That one was good, but the other ones, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like them. Hopefully, I don't know if they'll do any more stuff. I know the Graham Norton show is not on right now, so they're not gonna have a guest spot on there, which is a pity. But who knows? I know that Simone will be heading back to New York soon because has a marathon on Sunday and a spot on Good Morning America on the 29th, I think. So that's what's going on with her. I just promise I'm not stalking. I just see it on my Twitter timeline. I don't follow. I just see it on the Twitter timeline, and then I just keep that in mind. But I don't search for that information myself. Let's see. I see some birthday wishes. Oh, is that an edit? I don't know if I can share it because they use what's it, copyright music. So I don't know. I don't want to be dinged per se. But man, oh wow, yeah. So they might not be SFW. I just saw something from fellow traveler that's just not. Might not be SFW. Let's see. Oh, the magazine cover though. There's some VTubers that I've. Come on. Anyway, my internet keeps going in and out, but because I have Discord closed, it's faster to recover. Oh, it's a new cover came out 40 minutes ago. I don't think I can watch it reacting here, but maybe we could move to Discord and react to it. I don't know. I don't know if y'all are interested. I released a new cover. I need to listen to that. Oh, speaking of, I think I have a name for this character that I was trying to name in 25 minutes. But we'll see. I need to get a verdict from somebody else who's been beta reading a lot of stuff to see what her opinion is. I think it's better than what I came up with yesterday. Yesterday I was struggling. I think this time I like the name, so we'll see. I but I also might have to go back to the drawing board. We'll see. But for now, I think the name is nice. I shouldn't be working, but I am. Okay. I think I have the name. Whizzing up the name. Whoosh. Yeah. No, it's not it. Okay. I think this is the name. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's do one more. Alright, I think the next two ones, once I start, I won't be able to move something else. What am I more in the headspace for? I'm probably more in the headspace for starting chapter 6, and I might be able to start sharing my work once I'm more further along, so we'll see. Alright, let's start. Now, remember to play the music this time. First thing, I need to share it with my friend. The name that I came up with. Oh no! I don't know if they're gonna like it. I don't know if they're gonna like it. Oh, I hate writing. Ugh, it's a terrible sentence, but I'll keep going. The funny thing is, when I write, I often, I mean, you probably see this. I like try to get my idea down, and then I end up having to go back and rewrite a lot of it. Especially if it's like clunky, or the words I use are too simple, or if I spell it out too much, which I feel like I think I need to work on adding more layers to the prose, because I feel like I still do a lot of telling instead of showing. I need to reread some of it. I reread a little bit just to get back into the headspace of the fic, but yeah, it's like sometimes I worry, because there are points where I worry that people are not gonna get it unless I like explain, but then there are other points where I go, am I over explaining? It happens. Steam engine is rolling and rolling. Yeah, it is. Just gotta push forward sometimes instead of obsessing. Yeah, you gotta just get it down, and then you can tinker with it afterwards. Do I have like another OC? Okay, let me think about this for a second. Do I need a new character for this? Thank you for the hydrate. No. What? What? That went by so fast. That was so fast. Oh. What the hell? 2 hours almost already, yeah. What happened? Pomodoros though, they go for so fast. Did we time travel? I don't know. We were like, we entered the blah. Technically, I did start chapter 6. Technically. Should we do one more? Should I do the last task? I think we should. I think we should do the last task because we're almost done, right? Because I technically did start chapter 6. Let's do it when you're at it already. Yeah, I think so. Alrighty. Yeah. That'll be fun. So Project Tower, I will say what Project Tower is. It is actually the book that I brainstormed a bit. One of my first writing streams, I think. So obviously if you remembered, that one was like a Rapunzel expansion. So I think you can guess why it's called Project Tower. Because there's I mean, I'm mixed about calling it tower because the tower is only gonna be at the beginning and then it won't really be a setting. I mean, I guess there will be flashbacks that take place in the tower, so I guess that's something. That's not just the beginning. Yeah, there will be flashbacks for sure to like to further characterize, I think, and also. Yeah, obviously Rapunzel will have even more tower flashbacks, both of her times with the prince, but also the times with the witch. So I guess it's not wrong to call it Project Tower now I think about it, but for a while I was like, is it the right is it the right name? But yeah. Ooh. I feel sleepy. But I think if that's the case, I'll have to open. I know I've actually been using My brain is fried. I've actually been using ellipsis for a lot of my writing projects today, but I will be going back to good old Scrivener for tower because I want to see 7-story building more like. Is it? How tall is the tower in? But guys, a hair that can be as long as 7 stories would be pretty long, right? But they always do like, okay, I forget Disney, but even like the Barbie Rapunzel, right? Like, isn't it like a really huge tower? I think in Barbie though, what was interesting about the Barbie movie is that my brain is too fried to talk about this, but it was that she actually leaves the tower in the Barbie movie. I sound like a drunk person. I am not drunk. I am not high. I'm just very sleepy. Because she has these like painting abilities, and not like the Disney where she's good at painting, but like she can create portals with her paintings. Right? I don't know if it was the brush that was magical or if it was Rapunzel. It's been too long since I watched the movie. But she ends up leaving the tower, and then she meets the prince in the woods. They have a bit of banter because she doesn't really like him at first and all that. And then I only have 10 seconds left, but whatever. She basically meets the prince that way, but then he finds out that she's Rapunzel, and I don't even remember how they get back to the tower. How did he know that she lives in the tower? I don't remember. But I remember the whole not being the enthusiasm allegation. What are you talking about? What's the enthusiasm? The lack of enthusiasm? Oh my gosh, the tower is so short with the toy. Let me see the game, the movie. No, why do they keep showing the castle? I don't want the castle, I want the tower. Oh, it's not that tall. Right? I mean, they use angles to make it look freakishly tall, but it's not that tall. Yeah, you're right. I think it is about like not exactly the opposite. Okay. Okay, that's good. 3 to 4 story building. Yeah, it looks about right. Bro, my brain hurts. Oh my gosh. Speaking of. Oh, that's another thing. You know what? I don't want to work on Project Tower. I'm gonna replace it. I'm gonna do it. Project Swan Lake. Project Swan Lake. Project Swan Lake. I have another idea. And I need to write it down before I lose steam. Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm high on brain, yeah. So I came up with another. So like I'm all over the place. I mean, by the way, I'm not diagnosed with anything, but sometimes I feel like I act like I have something. But there people are talking about on social media how Simone Ashley looks like if a swan wished to become human because of how beautiful she looks in those like white dresses. And there's this one dress that she wore, and I don't remember what event it was. It was one of those red carpet events, I think. But she looked amazing in that dress, and I was thinking like, what if? What if though? I'm gonna do it. I can't even speak anymore. What if I did a Swan Lake adaptation with Canthony? And it wouldn't follow the exact plot of the ballet because I would feel way too tied down if I did that. But what if I listen to the music, which I'm not gonna do right now because that'll take like 3 hours for me to listen to the music straight through. But what if I listen to the music and kind of just like wrote what each individual piece made me think about to make this story? Yeah, I'm definitely high on brain. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah. So that's what I was thinking. Oh my gosh. And I've seen this ballet, I think, technically 3 times, because I watched maybe 4? Maybe 4. I'm not sure. I watched the video recording of Swan Lake by when it was led by Rudolf Nureyev. I cannot pronounce his name right now. Rudolf Nureyev. If only my brain was functioning as yours at the cell shower. Yeah. Rudolf Nureyev was the prince in that one. And if you don't know who he is a ballet legend. R.I.P. Rudolf Nureyev. He died from complications from AIDS, sadly, I think in the early 90s. But he was an exceptional generational talent. He was the prince in that one. In the one that I saw on YouTube, obviously, because I was not alive when the ballet was actually out. But anyway, so yeah, that was what I watched, and then I saw it in person. I saw it in person in Philadelphia. And I actually missed the entire first act, guys, because I took a taxi and there was a freaking parade happening, and so I missed the entire first act. And so by the time I got off the taxi, because he told me like it'll be faster for me to take the rail, I got off the taxi, got on the rail, and then got to the ballet place. And so by the time I entered, Act 2 had started. Oh my gosh, man, that was such a pity. I will say though, Act 1 doesn't really have the swans yet. It's just the prince and the queen, and the queen trying to get the prince to get married and stuff. So the swan doesn't show up until Act 2. But regardless, I missed out. It was such a pity. But I watched the rest of it. It was beautiful. And then I watched it at my local ballet. And I sat in the front row this time with my mom. And it was so good. It was so beautifully done. And, you know, you would think it's better to be farther out. And I kind of agree with, like, the balcony area or, like, the box. I get it. But there's something cool about being right up front, because you can actually see all the micro expressions that the actors, the dancers were doing. The dancers and the ballerinas, I should say. It was so good. You know, sometimes I feel like maybe that's where Jonathan Bailey learned how to do his micro expressions, because he did ballet too as a kid and a teenager. So maybe that's where he got it from. But they were so good at the micro expressions and then the body movement and everything. It was so good, and I was able to watch the whole thing that time. And yeah, and the only thing I'm gonna be I think I'm gonna have to go with a sad ending, guys, because I'm a very strong believer in sad endings for Swan Lake. Swan Lake, I don't really vibe with side balcony. It's cool and all, but it doesn't beat the normal seats. Yeah, it kind of makes your neck having to angle and stuff. It doesn't work. I think the balcony, there's the one ballet like venue that I go to, there is a balcony where you would have like frontal view of the stage, like you can look straight at the stage, so it's not as bad. But I feel like it's so far in the distance that you won't be able to see faces very well, so it's not ideal, especially if you're hard of sight. I don't think it's an ideal spot unless you got those opera glasses. Then maybe. But yeah, being in the front row, like right where the orchestra was, in the orchestra pit below where I was, and then I could see the dancers. And obviously there's some venues where if you're at the very front row, you would have to angle your neck so that you have to look up at the stage. At that point, that's not comfortable. I think it would be better to be like a little bit higher in the orchestra section or the mezzanine section. But yeah, it just depends on the hall for sure. But yeah, I'm a big believer that wait, I need to start the timer. I'm a big believer that Swan Lake needs to have a sad ending. And yeah, you know what? Can I play the music? No, I don't know if I can because like technically like the music is public domain, like the sheet music is, but the recordings are not. Last year we bought tickets for a classic opera play and we had balcony seats and it was kind of nauseating when I sat down to seat there for the first time. Yeah, I actually when I went to see my sister's opera, I was at the balcony in the front. So it wasn't nauseating, but it was hard to see. Like because they were so far away, that I couldn't really see very well. So yeah, it was a pity, I think. I don't think, but I don't want to play like lo-fi music while thinking about Swan Lake. What am I thinking? What am I gonna do? You know what? Can I play? I don't know if my internet can handle me playing music in the background. I don't know if I can handle it. You know what? I'll just keep talking. I'll just keep talking, and y'all can be entertained while I talk out loud. So, okay, the tricky part is there's 29 pieces, but some pieces are broken down into multiple movements. Let's see. And then also, let me see. I'm gonna grab a track list. The theater being large also amplified. Yeah, it depends. Like when I was at my university, the concert hall there was freaking huge. And so if you were in the balcony, it wasn't really worth it. It was very huge, and you'd just be facing the organ at that point, so you'd have to look down. Looking down is also uncomfortable. Let's put that out there too. Looking up is uncomfortable, but someone's looking down. Especially if you're looking way down. It's like, oh, you feel so nauseating for sure. I could feel that. Because that one, my university has a huge concert hall. I never sat in the balcony because I don't want to be staring. I mean, if you're gonna look straight ahead, you just be looking right at the organ. Like, okay, that's not gonna be good. Yeah. The ceiling is so freaking high, but the floor is so low under. Like, yeah, that's definitely not good. Okay. Is it split? It's split into 16 plus 14 is 30, right? That doesn't make sense because that should be 30 parts because there's 29 numbers. Oh, I see. So this is the appendices are like alternate versions. Okay. Okay, that makes sense to me now. Yeah, there's 29 numbers, but then there's also the intro, so that's all 30 pieces, 30 tracks. Okay. And the ad break is finishing now. Yes, good, thank you. They're all roughly around the same length, but some of the parts are longer than others. It's like 10-minute part. Act 2. This one is the one with like the whole sections. It's like some parts are longer than others. Okay. Was that was a national theater. It was very beautiful, both from the outside and the inside, and it's one of our main city's landmarks for a reason. Oh yeah, that's amazing. I kind of next time I go to Italy, because I was in Italy recently, is I would love to be able to actually enjoy a show because like we walked by the opera house in Milan and they were doing some kind of event there because there was a bunch of women in like these beautiful red gowns, and so I'm sure there was like a show happening that night, but we couldn't go to it because the cruise we're on is gonna leave. So it was a pity. It's a pity and a shame. Next time I don't want to be in a cruise. I kind of want to be able to like stay in a spot and kind of just explore more. You know what ellipsis needs to add? Tables. I need to tell. Maybe I should suggest that. A table function is like a really basic word processing formatting thing that we need, and yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait. I misread. Felt like a novel for those few hours. Everyone dressed up well and stuff. Yeah. If you look up the theater I'm talking about, just look up Google National Theater Prague. Oh my gosh. Prague is one of my like bucket list places. Sorry, I'm not sick. I'm just like have a dry throat, which means I should get water. Oh yeah, that would be dizzying. That is beautiful though. That is beautiful. Looks like something straight out of Phantom of the Opera. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. Yeah, I would be so dizzy. Especially if I was at the highest level. Oh goodness. This one's really short. You know what? No, I won't share my screen. It's boring. Basically what I'm doing right now is putting timestamp, like the length, the durations of, yeah, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, what I'm doing right now is I wrote out all the different sections of the ballet, and then I'm putting in the durations of each section, just to get an idea of like how long it would be. Like if I was going to make a chapter based off of it. And some always is longer than others, obviously. And some are really short. This isn't right. I missed something. This is 041. You know what? I can't read. Oh my god, I got jump scared by Brain overdrive and overheat is real. Yeah, it is. Okay, and then Act 3 starts with 224, 235, 750, 140, 1156, 248, 239, 212, 446, 345. Okay, I think this is right. Then we're in Act 4, 145, 206, 357, 309, and 605. Okay. I think what happened was I think I might have accidentally put timestamps next to the subsections when I shouldn't have. Okay, we're good. Oh my gosh, yeah, brain overdrive and overheat is real for sure. Because I'm like, whoa, what happened? Okay, so some of the parts are like over 10 minutes, and other parts are like really short. There's one that's literally just 41 seconds. It's like an intro though. Intro to the next one. All right. So I have this sections out, and then I will put the premise idea. All right, I don't think we need to split screen anymore. What's short? 41 seconds? Yeah, that is short. Let me actually pull up ellipsis. All right, so premise idea is Kate is a swan. Kate is Odette. I mean, she'll be called Kate, but Odette. But if that's everything it needs, then it's okay, yeah. Kate is Odette. Anthony is, I think his name is Prince Siegfried in the ballet. I know they changed the name for Barbie and also obviously in wait, no, they didn't. There's no other movie. There's just the Barbie Swan Lake. I was thinking Barbie Rapunzel and then Disney Rapunzel. That's different. Barbie Swan Lake. They had a different name for Siegfried. I don't remember what it was. Was it? Oh my god, who put the bombs out? Senior Stink. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Oh my god. Oh my god. What happened? We're exploding. Ah, hello. Hi. I'm like, welcome in, Senior Stink and the rest of your party of 12. Oh my goodness. Welcome in, welcome in. So, what I'm doing right now is... How do I even explain? How do I explain my brain rot? I am currently... Oh my gato, Ray does. Yes, Ray does. I am currently obsessed with Bridgerton, and not the recent season that came out because I'm crazy. I'm still obsessed with Bridgerton season 2. I have not left the restaurant. And so I have been on a, like, I don't know what it is, like a hyperfixation, is that what it is? But I don't think that's right because I'm not diagnosed with anything, so I don't want to use that term. I don't want to appropriate that term. Victorian, you say, but it's actually Regency era, right? We're talking about King George when he was mad, and so he was under the Regency by his son and his wife, Queen Charlotte. So it's called Regency era, not Victorian, because Victoria is Queen Charlotte's granddaughter, so we're not quite Victorian yet, but that is my brain rot right now. I'm obsessed with season 2. The season 2 was Kate and Anthony's season. If you don't know, you might have seen the clip where the male lead is like, you are the bane of my existence and the object of all my desires. I don't know if you've seen it. It was pretty viral when it came out, so I'm still obsessed with that. Though I will say it was recent for me. It came out in 2022, but I only finally sat and watched it last December. So that's when it all started. So I've been working on fanfics, and one of them is a one that's on Archive of Our Own already. It's set in 1810s, again, Regency era, but this time in India, and more historically accurate than the show is, because the show is like an alternate reality where racism isn't as much of a thing and there's more people of color in nobility ranks, right? So it's like a fantasy situation over there, where what I'm writing for the Bombay fic, which takes place in India, is that it's like colonization is a theme and all that. So that's what I'm working on. But I'm also like, I just thought of another AU where I could have like a Swan Lake thing. I won't go into the why, I already explained it earlier, but that's what I'm working on right now. And if you see this is actually a new writing program called Ellipsis, and Ellipsis was created as an alternative to Google Docs because Google Docs has been overtaken by Gemini AI, and I'm not a fan of it. I don't like how it obstructs my creative process. I do have Grammarly here, which I think I paid for it, so I have it. But I already canceled my subscription because I'm not a fan of Grammarly anymore either. But it's here for now. It helps me with like grammar, like it used to, but sometimes it's kind of dumb. And sometimes it kills your voice. So yeah, I'm not a fan of Grammarly anymore either. Alright. Edina as Odile, Kate, and deal with Rothbard. I don't even know who the hell Rothbard's gonna be, but who the hell is he gonna be? I don't know. I'm just gonna use Rothbard. Rothbard is the name of the villain in Swan Lake, by the way. Thinking she could bring father back, but instead she and her family got cursed into swans. Fun. Now, Kate isn't a dumb person, so there's going to be justification as to why and how this ended up happening, but for now. Anthony is Anthony. What do I say? Is a guy who does not want to get married. I don't know if there's going to be any siblings. Get married. The guy is I mean, should I make him a prince? Might as well, right? I mean, making him a Viscount wouldn't make sense in this situation. Doesn't want to get married yet. His mother, Violet, and his sister, Daphne. I feel like Daphne is like the one character you need to have exist in a Cantonese AU. I don't know. It's hard to make the Cantonese story work without Daphne. His sister Daphne, want to find him a match. Okay. And then there's, I don't know if there's gonna be bees still. I don't know if we're gonna have bees still, but I mean, let's just put them there, maybe, because it's important in the original. I like having references. But, let's see. Alright. Oh my gosh, meeting Kate in the woods will be interesting, for sure. The only thing I'm not gonna say the criticism. I don't agree with that. I don't want to be one of those like, oh my gosh, girls are so weak in the old tales. Like, it's not really the point. Especially when you're watching a ballet where there's not so much like leg room to really develop characters. Because even you can say complain about the Swan being like this damsel in distress character, but you could say the same thing for you could say the same thing for the prince. Like, he's just there. Like, he doesn't want to get married. And then he goes to the woods and he falls in love with a swan. And then, while he was actually about to shoot her with his arrow and crossbow thing. And then he mistakes a black swan for his white swan, even though she's a black swan. But he thinks it's her, and then he finds out he got tricked, and so he runs off and finds his white swan, but then they get separated, and then they both die. So, like, there's not much of a story, right? How much time do we have left? 6 minutes. Okay. But, yeah, it's just... This EN&K in the woods. I mean... And obviously, I think I would have to do some expansions, I guess. Like, what's it? I remember the Barbie Swan Lake. I barely remember. That was like a waterfall. Let me see. Oh, Barbie Swan Lake. I'm just spitballing here. There was like a waterfall. And I remember Rothbard had a sister and a daughter. And that one, the daughter was Odile in this place. And then... there was a chipmunk? Wasn't there a chipmunk? I don't remember. Sometimes when you describe Barbie movies, sometimes it sounds like you're on an acid trip, but I'm pretty sure there was like a beaver or a chipmunk kid, and then Kelly was like... was it a gosling? Is that what they're called? Or like a baby swan? What are baby swans called? Are they called goslings? I don't remember. It was like a baby swan, but anyway, I'm not gonna use that. But there was like, I mean, there's still like castles and forests and let me see, aesthetics. Castles and forests, and then there's also the crossbow is important. I don't think we'll use guns in this case. You know, the Regency era has guns. Ryan Gosling, but English and Victorian. I think Gosling is the word for a baby goose, isn't it? Too? Am I tripping? What was the baby swan name? I don't remember. I used to know this. It's not swanling. It's like something weird. If someone can Google, that's fine by me. Crossbow. Tiaras. We always love tiaras. And then I think we'll have to beef up the plot. Because there's a lot of Swan Lake where it's just like dance showcases of other cultures because they all come to the ball. It's like a Nutcracker where you like go to the second act of Nutcracker and it's just like a bunch of different candy types doing dances for the ball. It's the same thing in Swan Lake. There's multiple parts where like different countries come in and like show off dances. But I feel like I'd have to replace that with better plot. But anyway, but dancing is still important. Speaking of, while the show is Regency era, this fic doesn't have to be. Right. Are we gonna go for that fairy tale vibe? Maybe. Just a generic fairy tale. But fairy tales are usually like high medieval, I think. So a twist with the Regency era would be interesting too. But if I do Regency era, I feel like I would be more inclined to include the rest of the siblings, and I don't know how they would fit in. So we'll see. Oh, I do have a mood board already, too. Swans, of course. That's like the regular swans, too. What else? How much time do we have left? 2 minutes. Okay. Dark magic seems to be a thing. Or maybe there's light magic? Who knows? Was the waterfall like a hallucination of mine? Let me look up Barbie Swan Lake. She has a sister too. There's a unicorn? There's a magic crystal and there's a unicorn. And then... Oh, his name is Daniel? What? Ew, how do you go from Siegfried to Daniel? No way. Oh, it was a fairy queen, was his sister? Or a cousin? Oh, he's a cousin. It was like the cousin, had a cousin. And there was like a prophecy crystal. Oh my gosh, my brain is expanding just remembering this now. Okay. Alright, and it was like love being magic is a possibility. Alright, so the whole point though, I think I'll have to re-engage with the Swan Lake story. Let me hide this. With the Swan Lake story is what am I thinking? The thing about the Swan Lake story, I think, is that love doesn't always win. I know that's like a very what's it? Not cynical, but I mean it's tragic, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Like doom and gloom, I guess. That's not the word I'm looking for either, but that's the one I can come up with right now. Very doom and gloom of a message, but I feel like that is one of the messages of Swan Lake is that love does not always win. Unlike in the Barbie, which I do enjoy the Barbie movie for its own thing, but even though it's been years since I watched it, but obviously in that one, the love does win, and they're able to defeat Rothbard, but that's because they included elements in the plot where there's ways to defeat him. Yeah. But in the ballet, there's no solution as to how to reverse the curse, if there even is a way to reverse the curse. And yeah. And then they both die. So, yeah. There are other alternate endings, though. One is that they both live. One is that one dies, either the prince or the swan. Usually the swan, though. Or there's one where the swan either dies or Odette either dies or is cursed into being like a swan permanently. And then the prince ends up marrying Odile. That's a really messed up ending. But yeah, there's all different ways. I am though a strong believer that Swan Lake should not end happily. I don't know, but it's funny because I believe there's a part of me that wants Cantonese to have a happy ending, and there's a part of me that's like, well, it's Swan Lake though, it shouldn't have a happy ending. All right, so we're gonna close here. I think we don't need to wait for the entire resting timer to finish. I think though it would be good to raid. Y'all who have come here via raid, are you ready to go to the next raid? Are you ready? Cause it's time. Somebody that I know. Ugh. Stream died. Stream dying for good. Oh, I'm back? That was embarrassing. I talk about raiding and then it like dies. Okay, let's try again. Nice. Yeah, he's playing Pizza Simulator. It's gonna be great for you to stay awake. I mean, Pizza Simulator isn't that scary though. Let's be real. If y'all have never watched Pizza Simulator get played, I'm telling you now, it's not that scary. Alright, I'm gonna head out to the ending screen so I can close stream as soon as I hit raid, but have a great rest of your night.